Hello, everybody. Adrena Franklin here. And if you could do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. That would be totally great of you. So, I am doing this week scripture, which is February 14th, my birthday and Valentine's Day, through February 20th. And the scripture is Proverbs 21:2, which, how ironic that it has to deal with the heart. And the ironic part is that when I created this planner, I I just randomly picked scriptures that went with the motive, but I didn't put them when I sent them over to my graphic designer, I just sent the 4 or 5 scriptures for the weeks or for the months or whatever. And so, so this one was Proverbs 21:2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the heart. Now this one, I, of course, chose the KJV because that is officially the Bible that I am reading now. I finally have stopped putting it in the box every night, but that's a different story. I'll talk about that later. We're going to get to this week's verse and make it quick because I'm 41 years old now. So this is my first weekly scripture as a 41-year-old. So it's pretty dope. Pretty epic, should I say, actually. Letting my hair breathe for a little while. My friend came over, she twisted it. I'm like, oh, this is different. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. And I had 2 pigtails literally like puffed out. Anyways. So now in my KJV version, it's basically the same thing, except for the only difference is instead of it saying that the Lord weighs the heart, the KJV says pondereth. So I did look up pondereth, which basically is a primitive root, means to balance, measure out by weight or dimension, figurative, to arrange, equalize, through the idea of leveling, mentally estimate, test, bear up, direct, be unequal, ponder, tell, and weigh. Which the way is why the NKJV obviously chose weigh. So I thought it was very interesting that the one word that was different actually had so much meaning to me in particular. Just as far as, I'm trying to really help get everything balanced out and get systems in place, and also, leveling everything out, balancing everything out on every level. If you've been to my website, which is www.legacylevelconsulting.com, if you haven't been there, which you should because you have the journal, but if you don't have the journal, you can go get yours at the website. You can order it now. But anyways, this scripture right here, and again, so I randomly wrote these out, and I kind of feel like we're having this whole October challenge thing. And for those of you who don't know me personally or follow me on Facebook, I did a challenge in October to go live for 30 days. And I had wrote out the itinerary like 2 months prior, and literally like everything that happened, or that was the day, the topic, something about that happened that freaking day. And it was like, wow. So like after the first couple of days, like I stopped reading ahead. So I think I'm going to do the same thing with this planner because I'm kind of feeling like, you know what? Wow. Because this one really, 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 really hit different. And it's definitely very important for us to make sure that we are constantly asking God to examine our hearts. Search my heart, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we have a tendency to always think that we're right. And we're not always right. We all can learn. We all are going to continuously learn. We need to be teachable in order to grow, to expand, because God is so huge and so vast, and there's so much out there that he is willing to do. And it's like we have to be open. And I learned how to totally surrender to him in a way like no other. The last video I did was before that surrendering took place. I think it probably was a little bit of a longer video. I'm gonna try to keep this one shorter. But it was just amazing to see the glory of God and how he can move through us when we just totally surrender. So we do have to just definitely continue to seek him, die to ourselves daily, and ask him to examine our hearts. Like, search me, O Lord, because you know, I learned something about myself this week is that if I'm avoiding something 9 times out of 10, it means I hadn't fully processed something, and it could be, that's a way sometimes where you can kind of be harboring offense and not even be aware of it. And that's one of the enemy's biggest tricks to use against us. And you know, he's trying to do everything he can to be a destiny destroyer, so we can't let that happen. So anytime that a situation goes down and you feel like you're avoiding it, or you're uneasy about it, or just something doesn't feel right, it's really, you might want to fast, you know, for a day or 2 or 3 or a week, however long till it breaks, and just ask God to examine your heart. And it's also good to have godly counsel, you know, and godly fellowship to help you see the things that you can't see, because you know, God uses people too sometimes. So I'm just been blessed to have amazing people in my life and who can speak life into me. And I hope that you guys are getting as much out of this planner that I have already thus far. Like, I think this one was just a really major one for me because I turned 41 and I just feel like, you know, I was like my whole Exodus type moment in my mind about the promised land. And I know that it's time to get serious. And the fact that Texas is like frozen, like really bad, like to the point where my job, we're not even calling certain area codes. And global warming, yeah, I know these are the days of Noah. I have no problem stating that fact that to be true. So I also do have some new planners that will be coming out, and they are going to be blank. So if you have friends who want to, you know, get a planner, and they'll be able to start whatever month that they get them, those will be coming very soon. You can definitely refer them to the page to get theirs, or you can buy them one as a present. And then they can also get access to the videos as well. You guys all should have your journals by now, which, so for me personally, with the journals, with my little journal, I've been making like a progress list because I found that I do a lot of stuff throughout the day, and sometimes I don't recognize how much I really do. And as I've been using my planner, it's like I'm running out of room. So then I kind of just have been jotting down in my journal, or I'm making like a to-do list in my journal too. So I'm really like, I totally don't remember right now who actually suggested the journal, but thank you, whoever it was. It's super amazing and definitely helping me process things. So, I cannot wait till we could do something interactive because I just do want to I want to talk to you guys. I want to see what you guys are going through, like if these scriptures are helping you guys. And me and Facebook group, I don't know what is going on with that situation. However, we are going to get this together, I'm telling you. So I definitely appreciate the messages and the emails. And thank you for everyone who wished me a happy birthday. I normally, on holidays and stuff, put my phones and stuff kind of away because I'm not going to text everyone back and message everyone back and reply. So then I just kind of announce it publicly. But I know some of you guys aren't on Facebook to see that. So if you're not on Facebook, here's my thank you for the happy birthdays. Anyways, again, subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. And then I have Audrina Franklin's Journey YouTube. You guys get to see me do some pretty interesting things on there and see my journey. Also visit my website, www.legacylevelconsulting.com. Make sure you subscribe to the email about leveling up because I will be updating with some exciting news and keep you guys updated about what's going on and what's next to come. March journals will be available soon. I'll post them on the site so you will know as well. So just make sure that you are subscribed to the level up part so that you can be updated. So that's it. I'm done with this. I'm not sure how to close it out because I wanted to be talking to people, but this is just a YouTube. So I'm about to go to bed tonight for the night because it's getting pretty late. So I want you to make sure that you ask God to examine your heart. Like, yeah, all the time, even if you think you're right. In every situation, every day, we gotta die daily. Ask God to examine your heart. And always make sure that you stay lit, and let's make Jesus famous.